What's wrong with being confident? Oh. Does it make you seem like a bitch? Nah, girl, you're just showing those bitches what's possible. Confidence is everything when it comes to getting what you want and rising to the top of your industry. You need to believe that you are it before others will. How? Girl, you know I got those bullet points. 3. I've got 3 steps for you. Tip number 3 is specifically for having confidence on camera. So stick around to the end. If you're an empath and you want to feel more confident in your decisions and the work you're meant to do in the world, subscribe to my channel and tap that little bell to get notified each week when I post a new video. I'm Ciara Rubin, best-selling spiritual author, singer, and lifelong psychic empath. I have spent nearly a decade helping hundreds of women tap into their intuition to get the answers they want and feel confident taking empowered action. Tip number 1 for confidence: if you get nervous, focus on service. Okay? It is not about you. I mean, it is. It is about you. You have a message to share. You have a spark within you. You have this desire to get your message out and to build a community so that you can have that message create ripple effects throughout humanity. But that's really the point, right? The point is creating those ripple effects. The point is helping other people and impacting their lives. So if you start to get nervous when you walk into a room, if you start to get nervous if you're going to be speaking at an event, if you start to get nervous before a meeting or a meetup with somebody who might have opportunities for you in the future, focus on service. How can you be of service to them in a way that honors your boundaries, bitch, in a way that honors your energy without leaning on honoring your energy as an excuse, but be of service to them. Ask what you can do for them. If you're about to go speak in front of any number of people, whether it's 5 or 500, focus on service. Focus on being a channel, a vessel for divine energy, for God, source, the universe, however you understand it, to channel through you and come out your mouth so that you can best serve those people. Trust the process. Call in your angels. Call in those forces of light and good that are going to channel through you and out into the ether, into the world, and hit those people's ears and their auras, okay? If you get nervous, focus on service. And girl, I get it. I have a performance background. I am a singer, and so I started building that confidence from a very young age, but I still get nervous every single time before I go on stage, before I'm going to sing for people, before I'm going to speak in front of people. I still get nervous, and so it's a good practice for me to check myself. If I'm starting to get nervous or I'm starting to worry about what they're gonna think, what they're gonna say, I am here to be of service. I am here to be a spiritual teacher, a conduit of divine information, a conduit of divine energy. And at the end of the day, it is not about me, okay? Religion focuses on the messenger. It's all about the messenger, right? Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, etc. But spirituality is about the message. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that I'm Ciara Rubin and I'm this and that and that. It matters the message that I'm sharing and if it lands and resonates with you and calls you forth into your purpose. If you want to live your life in service to others like me, tap that like button and tell me in the comments, how does it make you feel when you know that you have helped someone or positively impacted someone's life? I know that even if you are just starting, that you have impacted or helped at least one person, even if it was for free, even if it was a family member or a friend. Tell me, how did that make you feel when you knew that you had made a positive impact? Tip number 2 for confidence is develop your intuition. Nothing gives confidence like a life that feels guided AF. So learn the language of your intuition. More on that later. And do your shadow work. Okay, dig into those limiting beliefs of why you might not be feeling confident, of who told you that you may have been too loud or too much, or any number of things that you have heard in your life from your caregivers, the people around you, society, culture. What was the messaging? that you received? What was the trauma that you experienced that caused you to feel less than confident, that caused you to feel like you could not take up space, that caused you to feel like you could not shine, that made you think that maybe you were a bad person or a bad friend? Do your shadow work. Take a look at all of that. Take good care of yourself. Once you are starting to develop your intuition and your confidence, you're going to get more sensitive. Your intuition is going to be even more powerful and tuned in. So you need to take care of yourself on a spiritual level. And you can use validation tools to make sure that the shit that you're getting from your intuition is for real. You can ask for signs. You can use tarot cards, oracle cards. All of the things that are contained in this tip of developing your intuition, I talk about at length in my best-selling book, You Always Know, because you do. It's a 4-step guide for empaths to stop second guessing and trust your intuition. Make sure to grab it at the link in the description below this video. I can't tell you how many times I have felt like shit, like I am taking up too much space, I'm too loud, I'm too much. Just the other day, I was at an ecstatic dance workshop, and we were doing a drum circle, everybody was dancing, it was amazing. And then the drum circle facilitator started to say, I don't just want to see you move, I want to hear your voices, I want to hear your voice. And so people around me started like screaming and grunting and groaning and you know, making exuberant noises. And I'm a singer, so when you tell me to use my voice, I'm just gonna belt something out that feels intuitive, that feels good. And so I did. I just started, like in the middle of that drum circle. I mean, there was like hundreds of people around me, but I could definitely feel eyes on me. I could definitely feel people watching me, and it made me feel a little nervous. Like, oh my gosh, do they think that I'm trying to take over their thing? Is this awkward? Is this too much? I could feel people's eyes on me, but it felt so good. And so I kept expressing myself, and I trusted that this was exactly what I was supposed to be doing in that moment, taking up space, taking up and shining, and letting that be okay. Tip number 3 for confidence on camera, I want you to imagine a person that you're super comfortable with, like super comfortable, like they've got your back, you are your best self around them, time with them feels energizing to you. I want you to imagine that they are the camera lens, that as you're looking into the camera lens, you are talking directly to them. You could use a little imagination, or if you're struggling, you could even tape a little picture of them below the lens of the camera that you're using. It's also best if this person at least somewhat fits your ideal client or customer avatar. I know that you have somebody in your life like that, and if you don't, if you only have people on the internet who make you feel that way, then print out a picture of her face, girl. No shame. She's not gonna know about it. So print out a picture of her face and tape it underneath the lens and talk to her. Be your best self to her. Share what you have to say. Allow yourself to be that divine conduit of information and say everything that needs to be said, everything that needs to be heard to her. Remember tip number 2 about learning the language of your intuition? If you want to know the primary language that your intuition is speaking, take 2 minutes and take my quiz, the Intuition Archetypes Quiz. If you join my email community, you'll even get a guide on a free 5-minute practice that you can use to instantly connect with your higher self so that you can get the messages that you are wanting, the answers to your questions, all right? And all of that is for free. You can check that out in the link below this video. If you liked this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you are an empath, girl, you're gonna love these 2 videos right here, so make sure that you check them out right now. I love you today and every day, and I will talk to you soon, girl.